From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
So the defense is playing good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have another good game. This is the game. This is the offensive breakout game.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
They get it out front to Allen. Another three. Yes! Floats it up and a dunk for Keon Brooks. Boston at the top of the circle, drives into the lane, splits two defenders, backs it up and went in, and he got fouled. Rebound chased down by Jackson over in the left corner for Kentucky. He drives baseline and slams it down.
Floor is yours.
Outlook good. That was how it was. No, that's not how it was done.
Fantastic. Of course, Keith predicting the outcome from Saturday. Kentucky finally finding its offensive stride at the end of on that end of the floor. Big conference win on Saturday over LSU. Welcome to BBN Tonight. Eli Gehn here.
I'm Keith Farmer. Tonight we break down the LSU win with the help of the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach.
Plus the UK women, they traveled to Tennessee, and later a talk with Kentucky women's tennis coach Carlos Drada following a big career milestone last week. But first, the UK men's basketball team picking up that win. Huge win over LSU. The highlights against the Tigers begin tonight's Big Blue story presented by Baptist Health. The Cats off to a hot start right out of the gate. 5 of 8 from downtown to open it up. You had Davion Mintz, BJ Boston, Dante Allen when he checked in. He had a couple. That three right there made it a 26-11 advantage for Kentucky. Those triples complemented by some alley-oops. Allen to Jacob Toppin. Toppin to Keon Brooks, who was stellar in the first half, had 15 points overall, 13 coming in that opening half. He was doing everything right to help get UK to a 49-36 halftime lead, the most points they've had in a half this season. But LSU made it interesting in the second half. Opened on a 13-5 run. Tigers cut it to a 5-point lead. But BJ Boston took over the second straight game where he scored 18 points. He scored 8 straight after LSU made it a 5-point game to extend that lead back out to 13. And they would put it to bed from there. 82-69. Noise, the final.
Today we had 9 turnovers, and probably 4 of them or 3 of them were shot clock violations. I'm still all over guys to shoot balls. We had a 9, 10, 11-point lead. I was on guys because it wasn't going to go back to 4, and I was going to see missed shots, missed free throws, and an out-of-bounds play. Not this game. So I was aggressive today, saying, look, will you finish this off?
And as you mentioned, this is going to be the game when they break out. What they do right.
You know, I just felt like we were seeing some strides. Even in the Georgia loss, I felt like there were some good things that were happening with this team. I think B.J. Boston took a little bit from that benching, not being a starter. I think he's wised up, gotten his game going. It got him focused. And I just feel like this could be a thing going forward. I don't know that it's just a Florida game.
Right.
Obviously, they got some tough teams coming up, so we'll have to see if they can keep it going. Now, here are some key stats from Saturday's game. Kentucky scored a season-high 82 points. Cats have held 4 of their last 5 opponents to under 40% shooting, including 3 straight games. UK had just 9 turnovers. That was key, which is 2.6 giveaways below their average. And they dominated the glass, leading LSU in rebounding 46-31. That led to a 19-14 edge in second chance points. Big, Eli.
Yeah, and you mentioned the turnovers was key. And well, after the game, Cal said, well, when you do that, that means the guys, the players on the floor are playing for the team. And also the assists. They had 14 assists on 27 made field goals. And while there's off-the-court news for UK's schedule opponent in Saturday's Big 12 SEC Challenge, Texas Longhorns coach Shaka Smart tweeted he has tested positive for COVID-19. He is in isolation, but as of this taping, none of his players were. Texas assistant KT Turner will be the acting head coach in Smart's absence, and this kind of came out of left field, Keith. Of course, got to keep an eye on that this week to see if Kentucky will even play that game. They'll play them on Saturday.
As much as I'd like to see this game happen, it's a little shocking that you don't see players in quarantine for this one. All right, turning to the Kentucky women, their latest SEC matchup, a disappointment. The Cats held their own during the first half at Thompson Bowling Arena against Tennessee yesterday. The Vols only led by 5 at halftime, but Tennessee started the third quarter on a 9-0 run, dominant on the glass with a 56-25 advantage. UK star Ryan Howard struggled immensely. She finished with 14, but was 3 of 16 from the field. 4 Cats are originally from Tennessee, so they had that extra motivation. And of course, Coach Kyra Elsie played and coached there, but Tennessee led by as much as 26 in the game before winning it by 17.
You know, we got knocked down tonight. Hats off to Tennessee. You know, they played well. They were aggressive offensively and defensively. We did not match their intensity nor their energy, so credit to them. But where we go from here, we got knocked down. And it's a long season. You get back up. We go back home, watch the film. I'll reevaluate myself along with the staff, and we'll watch as a team and fix our mistakes.
Eli, that's all you can do is look forward, and I think this is a game you just toss out and you just go on and look ahead.
You mentioned it right there. Just toss it out. Got a lot of the season left.
Yeah.
Former Cats continue to make headlines in the NBA. Bam Adebayo had a big night for Miami on Saturday. Racked up a career-high 41. Added 9 assists against the new-look Brooklyn Nets. Unfortunately, wasn't enough to win the game for the Heat. Meanwhile, Jamal Murray made an incredible 3 to send the Nuggets-Suns game to overtime. They both played 2 very good games this weekend. Denver would finally beat Phoenix in a second OT, although Devin Booker was absent. And you're connected with these guys. Good to see them have some success.
Love watching them play one-on-one and just their teams going against each other.
For sure.
All right, and we'll end this segment with congratulations for former Kentucky safety Mike Edwards. He's headed to the Super Bowl after his Tampa Bay Buccaneers outlasted the Green Bay Packers in yesterday's NFC Championship game. Big Dog Vince Merrill gave Edwards a shout-out on Twitter and following that news. Good to see him have that chance to play for the championship.
And just beating the Packers.
Good for you,
God.
right?
Thank God. All right, last week he became the winningest coach in UK women's tennis history.
We'll go one-on-one with Carlos Drada for more on his accomplishment next on BBN Tonight.